Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Brittany and I'm on a mission to hit subscribers, so make sure you click that button down below. I would appreciate it. So I did get a very small order in and we are going to be working on my favorite. These are the Richardson 112 hats. The reason the tape is there is because that's where the design is going. We are only doing a left side logo. And it is one that I did create myself off of my Ricoma software. It's just wording with a phone number. So I'm gonna do my best to try to leave that off so you guys don't see it. So bear with me if the clips are kind of choppy, whatever might happen. But we do have two hats and basically these are the ones that he requested. So we have the black mesh backing with the gray front, and then we're going to be doing red thread. So she is already up on the machine, as you guys remember from my last video when I did this girl. So she's still in here. I have to put her away or potentially give that to my mom. So one of the two. All right, so I gotta go ahead and get everything set up so we can hoop the hats, and then let's get jumped over to the machine. So as you may or may not know, I just have this piece of wood that Kyle cut for me. And I just use my little clamps on my table. This seems to work really well for me. So that is what we're doing. I do have to put the board back as far as it can go, just so it has stability. And I use two clamps just to be safe. I don't know why I just took that off. Do not ask me, because that needs to go right back on. Let's go ahead and tighten her down and put her right back on because that was really stupid of me. Now with these Richardsons, you actually do not need to do backing because they are so thick, which is kind of nice. I'm going to use the one with my tape. I already have that out. We're just gonna unfasten the back, pull out the sweatband. Now this hoop does not have that little metal bracket. It has fallen off and I have not fixed it. So you're wondering why mine looks different. And then all the teeth, you just wanna make sure it glides just right onto the seam. And every hat is going to require a different pressure point. So you might have to move the screw down here at the back, but we're just gonna go ahead, hold in line. All right. Also, make sure you are taking your clips and you are clipping the back of the hat. That is very important. And so that is what you're gonna have. And then that's what the inside looks like, in case you're curious. You want to make sure you put your machine on before you actually apply your hat because your bracket can move, by the way. Not only that, but when you set your hoop, you also want to make sure that your frame is already on hat because watch how far back it will go and it'll pull the hat off of its frame. See how far back it goes? It would have pulled the hat right off the frame. So I've learned that just by doing this quite a few times. I think my bobbin is good. I changed it on the, actually it is. I changed it on the last video design. I just don't think I showed you. And then you just want to make sure it clamps in all three positions. There's two here, here, 1, 2, 3. And then what we're going to do is, again, since we are only doing left side design, we're going to drop her down. We're gonna glide her on over, and now we're gonna do our tracing because I wanna make sure that we are centered with the hat, and we definitely are not. I also think I can make this logo bigger, which if I can, I definitely want to. I also don't like that I can't go down further. That's so annoying. Okay, I'm gonna resize this because it's definitely small and I can go bigger with it. So there's a couple things that I ended up doing. One is I ended up resizing it twice. And another thing is I was trying to figure out how to drop the profile of the design on my hat so I can get closer to the brim line. And I had to watch a quick video on it. Thank you, Kayla. I will link her down below. I've recommended her before. She also has an EM1010 and the Ricoma Mt1501 just like me. So basically, I'm gonna unlock my machine here. You're going to go to this button, parameters, frame, and then on your Y, you're going to want to change this setting. This was originally 75 for me, but I ended up changing it to 95. So you're just going to hit clear 95 because I already did this, and I hit OK. And this is actually going to change your parameters when you're embroidering on hats. So therefore you can get closer to, like I said, the I forgot my words. I'll just show you. Excuse me, I am losing my words, but basically in order to get closer to the brim line. So as you can see, when I hold my needle down and I do my trace out, you can tell that we went bigger, but look how much lower we are on the profile of the hat. Technically, if I wanted to, I could probably change this to a 100. She did 105. I just don't want to go too low because what happens is, especially with these hard structure hats, when you get too low, it can start to snap your needles. And I'm trying to avoid that at all costs. I do like it being lower, just not like touching. Also, I am using my 75 needle. I do know some people will go 85 just because of the thickness of the hat. We're gonna see how it does. If it starts to break my needle, we'll change things up. But I'm thinking my 75 should be just fine since we're not going over the actual center line, which is where you have your double threading, and the hat material will get much thicker. I'm also using kind of this as my guide in order to find my center. Again, I'm also finding it from just making sure I'm within my borders. So as you can tell, we're looking really good. I'm gonna go ahead, remove my hat. I don't have to put any water stabilizer down because again, it's not like a towel or a blanket or anything like that. I did not do backing because again, we are working with structure. You can add a backing if you really want to. If you feel more comfortable, feel free to. I do on certain hats, ones that are very flimsy, but not my Richardson's or very structured hats. Like if I was to do a trucker hat, absolutely I would add it, but this, no. Oh, let me also set my colors since I've had to go back and forth and change everything. Another thing I will also do too is I will definitely drop this speed. I am in no rush for this, and not only that, but again, we are working with structure, so I'm dropping the speed down to 610. This overall design is 3,761 stitches, which is really not that bad. We can go straight through, so we don't have to do any pausing or stopping, and we're just gonna go ahead and hit start. So looks like our thread just snapped, nothing else. But I am having a lot of excess thread, huh? Oh, I don't like that. I'm hoping I can clean that up fairly easy. I guess I'll just trim what I can now, and then I'll fine tune it. You know what happens is I just get so into the groove of just cleaning it up. I have no patience to wait. Okay, I have to wait because we don't have time for this. Oh, it snapped like all the way up here. So I have to hoop it through there, hoop it down here. Good news is that my needle Did not break. I don't know if I'm repeating myself. Okay. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to hit stop on our machine. No, we're not. We're gonna hit scissors. It's gonna cut that off, so it's gonna take the excess off. Let me figure out where we were. Okay, so it started to trace out the word N. So let's back it up, like I said. We have to reset, so make sure you're resetting. And now we're gonna hit go. I think I backed it up just a little too far, but that's fine. Okay. Yeah, see, it's fine. What just happened? My entire machine just shut off. What the heck? You see that? And it's in its down position. Okay. So I'm not really sure what the heck just happened. My entire machine just shut off when it went into the next color thread. And as you can see, it is stuck in the down position. And because of that, you have to, I'm gonna hold the camera, so just bear with me. You have to go onto the side of the machine here. You have to take your Allen key, and I know you can't see it, but you have to get it to where it says 100, which was like, it's not, okay, so I guess I have to spin it all the way around and then go. Oh. It's trying to tell me it's not at 100. Oh, because it's actually not. But it won't stay there. What is happening? I have physically never had this happen before. I don't even know what to do. What is happening? I know once I plug it in, it's just gonna go back to this. I don't know what to do. And the needle's stuck down into the hat. So it's not like I can even, oh my God. This is terrifying. Let's abort the hat. I don't need the hat to get destroyed. I have no idea what is happening. What is going on? Stop flickering. My battery's also dying. This is basically what we look at like right now, which is not bad. I do have to do a little bit of cleanup. I was wondering what was wrong with the N, but that's just the font, so it's not bad. But why is she going psycho? What the heck? Oh wow, I have to be very aggressive. Okay. Wish me luck. Oh boy. It did it again. What is happening? I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't know what to do. Is it because I went too low on the profile? I guess so. I have no idea. I have no idea. I have no idea. The thing is that even where it's hitting, it's still fine in the back. So it makes literally no sense. None. I don't know what happened or why that happened, but it is embroidering, as you can tell. So crossing fingers, we're about 82% complete. And yeah, we'll figure, I don't know. Okay, she's done. And I can't really show you the physical phone number because, yeah, I can't do that. I was just gonna try to clean it up real quick. And I'll show you the last few digits. But if you guys know what happened, why that happened, please let me know. I don't know if it is because I did lower my parameter. I still have one other hat to do. Now I'm terrified and almost want to increase it instead of doing 95 to do 90. Because that's the only thing that I've changed that would have caused that. And I mean, Kayla did say adjust at your own risk. She was not lying. Okay, also too, between the B and the O where I did have a thread snap, there is a bit of out of line or a thread I can't for some reason get, but let's, hold on. My fingernails look gross. We're gonna improvise with tape because I'm too embarrassed to sit here and show you guys my fingernails up close. Oh, so there we go. Oh boy, she is bright. There we go. So as you guys can see, we are a little bit lower on the actual hat itself, but the digit came out completely fine. The TNT, fine. See the B and the O? That's where I did have my thread snap, so it does look like it dragged it. I've been trying to cut that. It's not working, but overall, as you can see, looks really good. I like it. So I think I'm gonna change my parameter guide. So just like I did before, instead of doing 95, we're gonna clear, we're gonna do 90. I'm gonna hit okay. Therefore, I'm not gonna go down as low. I mean, is it ideal to do that? No, but I don't know what else happened. I really don't, and I don't want it to happen again. But I'm gonna verify with Kyle, make sure he likes everything, and if so, we'll run hat number 2. If not, then we'll adjust accordingly. So let's figure that out. So he liked everything, which was good, and I've already gone ahead, hooped the other hat. These lines are driving me insane. And we are going to stick the hat on. I am gonna do a trace out just to make sure, because you can hoop hats differently. Yeah, see, like I'm gonna adjust this over and up. Better, I wanna watch it again. Good, over, up. All right, perfect. Cross fingers. So great news, this hat had no like extra threading like the last one did. It also did not air out, and my machine did not shut down like the last one did. And honestly, I think it has a lot to do with lowering the profile. So I will show you one more time how I did that. And I ended up changing it from 75, then I went to 95, and I did 90. So my machine is best at 90. And also what I started doing too is once the hats are done, I actually will hit it with a lighter on the inside just to remove any excess threading. I saw another YouTuber do that, and I was like, oh, that looked dangerous, but it actually was fine. It's just like what I do on the front of the hat, but on the back, and then therefore you don't have all that loose excess thread, which is kind of nice. I'm gonna go ahead, cover the number again, so bear with me. So there she is. Everything looks really good. I like this. I do. I am going to send it to him. Obviously, if he wants to make more hats in the future, maybe we can make some adjustments. I don't know if he wants maybe the logo bigger, the phone number bigger, things like that. But let me bring you in one more time. I'm gonna show you what I did, and then we'll wrap the video up. And we're gonna go to parameter, hit frame, and in your cap, you're gonna change your Y to a 90. So again, clear, 90, okay. And that's all you're gonna have to do. Video, hopefully you guys did enjoy this. If you could, please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next crafting project. Bye everyone.